Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I thought I would go over my favorite products that I've been using the last couple of months. So I'm filming this just at the start of August, and I didn't film a faves and fails for June. So this is kind of my June, July faves and fails. I think almost everything I have here actually is just stuff I'm loving, stuff that I've been reaching for. Some products are new, some products I've actually had a while, but I've got a great mix here. I've got makeup, skincare, I've got some Amazon finds. When I was pulling out my Amazon stuff, actually I was thinking to myself that because we just recently moved into this space and we went from a considerably bigger house to the townhouse that we're now in, on Amazon and at a couple other places, actually, I have found quite a few really great organizational products. And because we've had to, like, just out of necessity. So let me know if you would be interested in a video on some of the stuff that I've found, because I can link it, and I think some of these things are great. If you're in a small space and you are struggling, I think I've got some good ones here. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. But in the meantime, let's today talk about the things that I have been loving for June and July. So I'll start with the makeup products, and then I'll do skincare, and then I'll do the couple of Amazon products, clothing, stuff like that. And then I actually was sent from 2 different companies some PR stuff. I'll save that for the end in case you guys aren't interested in hearing about PR stuff. Okay, let's start with the makeup. So gonna be no surprise, but one of my favorite products the last couple of months is this one from Urban Decay, and it's the Hydromaniac. Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator, and I have it in number 30 light. I didn't actually purchase this. There was a few foundations that I really wanted to try, but I was going back and forth. There was the Rose Ink one, there was this one, and then there was one by NARS. I ended up picking up the Rose Ink one, and I used it a handful of times. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I just didn't love it, and it was so expensive. Bird, no, I had to pick Bird up because otherwise we'll just hear her clicking along and squawking down there. So anyways, I go in with a sponge, and I go in with a pretty light application, and that's the look I get on the skin. It's a very natural, dewy, skin-like finish for me, and I love it. It very much reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, except that this is not as glowy as that. And so, like, I love the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, but I feel like, so I have dry, mature skin, and for me, some days it is almost too dewy, where I almost look a little bit greasy. So I feel like with that Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin product, if you have more normal to oily skin, I'm not even sure you would enjoy it. Bird, you have to be quiet, we're filming. But with this product, I get a very similar amount of coverage and that same skin-like finish with just a little bit less of the glow, which through the summer I've really been enjoying that, and it's working really well, and I love it. It's a great product, especially I think if you have dry, mature skin. I don't get a lot of creasing, it doesn't settle into my lines. I just love it. It's a great foundation. And then a couple of drugstore products that I grabbed. So I grabbed from NYX this It Stick It, and I have it in espresso. I absolutely love this product. It very much reminds me of the e.l.f. Brow Wow, if you are familiar with that, but I feel like this offers a little bit more hold. So it's a tinted brow gel, quite a good amount of hold. I have it in my brows today. It comes on a brush like that, but it does have little fibers in it, so it does help to build up the brows a little bit. And I love products like this. The e.l.f. Wow Brow has been one of my favorites for a long time, and I'm equally enjoying this. And I do get a little bit more hold out of this, so if you're like me and your brows can be a little bit wild and crazy, you might really enjoy this product. And then from e.l.f., I picked up the Brow Lift. Can see in there, and I take it on a spoolie and I run it through, and it gives a great amount of hold. and I don't get a lot of that. You know, sometimes if you go in with products like this, it can look a little flaky. I don't get that with this. I just wish this was tinted. And I had hoped you could maybe get it in a tinted version, but somebody mentioned in my comments that it doesn't, and I looked on the website and it doesn't look like it does, which is too bad, because I feel like if this was tinted, it would be almost perfect for me. So, but I'm really enjoying it. It gives a nice amount of hold, and on days when I'm just going with a more natural brow, I go in with this, and I really enjoy this. This also works really well if I go in first with this and then I top it with something like that It Stick It from NYX. So very much enjoying that product. And then I have a couple of eyeshadows that I have been loving. So I recently did a get ready with me. I'll link that in case you want to watch that video. And I mentioned, oops. So this is ColourPop stuff here, but on this side, these 5 shadows are Sephora brand single shadows. And this one down here is Shock Chalk. It's number 08, I think. Let me show you this. These are so creamy and buttery. Like when I put my finger in there, you have to kind of be a little careful because it is so creamy. And I want to say these are $12. I absolutely love that shade. I'm reaching for it all the time. It's a beautiful, I don't have it on today actually, I have that Hourglass one on today in the shade Ray, but this, I reach for this all the time. It's creamy, it doesn't crease, it's perfect for that one and done shadow look. I'll do a little bit on top, run a bit under the lower lash line. It's beautiful. It's this coppery, shimmery, but not glittery. Like it doesn't even show on camera how beautiful it is. It's got a beautiful shimmer to it without glitter in it. Like it's just such a beautiful product. So I absolutely love that. And then also I have this Ayana palette from Natasha Denona. And in particular, this middle shade, which is called Satin Skin. It very much reminds me of that Shock Chalk from the Sephora collection. Let me get a little bit here to show you. So that's the Shock Chalk, which is so hard for me to say. And this is that Natasha Denona Satin Skin shade. You can see it's just maybe a little bit lighter, not quite the depth, but you know, it's a very similar shade, isn't it? And I love both of those, and I'm reaching for them all the time. Again, it's not what I have on today, but both of those I am really loving. Okay, and then I do have a few skincare items. So the first one is from Juice Beauty. Now, I got this in a BoxyCharm box. This is the Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Retinol Overnight Serum. And the reason I'm loving this is it's the first retinol product of any kind. So whether it's a Retin-A by prescription or it's a retinol over the counter, it's the first one I've ever used that hasn't caused any irritation for me. It always makes me wonder, is it doing anything? Is it working? You know what? I don't know. It's one of those things I'll have to use it for a long time, you know, a really long time to know if it works or not, or if I see a difference in my skin. But the reason it's in here is because it's the first one I've ever been able to use that didn't irritate my skin. And so for me, that's a really big deal because it's a product, I want to use a retinol or even better, a Retin-A, but I just can't. My skin is so sensitive. So I did recently change my skincare routine because I saw a esthetician on TikTok talk about how she doesn't use her copper peptides on nights when she uses any other active, in particular her retinols. And so that's what I'm doing. I've changed that as well as added this in. So this isn't irritating me, and also I've taken out the copper peptides. So yeah, I don't know, you know, is it because I took out the copper peptides when I used this, so I'm able to use this? I won't know that until I try some other retinol product without the copper peptides. So I know that's a lot of information, but anyways, I'm really loving this. This is not inexpensive. Here in Canada, it's probably close to $100, right? This Juice Beauty, I've seen it at Shoppers Drug Mart, and it's not inexpensive, but when I'm done this, I probably will repurchase just because I'm having such good luck with it. And then on the absolute opposite end of the price spectrum, I have this oil from e.l.f. and it's just the restoring oil infused with rose oil. I really love this. It's an easy to use oil in a spray, and I don't know why that just makes it so much better for me to use, but I love it because when I'm all done my skincare and I've got a thick layer of stuff on there, I just spray this on and it just sits and kind of closes everything in, and I'm really loving it. I will say though, it has a perfumey rose scent. So if you don't like perfume scented things, it's not a true rose, it's like a perfume rose. So just be aware of that. But they did have probably 3 or 4 other versions of this. I picked the restoring one because for me that's typically what I need. So, but I'm loving it. You can see how much I've used. I probably had it about a month. And then the last thing for skincare, other than the stuff that was sent to me in PR, now this is a bit of a fail for me. So this is from The Ordinary. It's a new launch and it's the Multi-Peptide Lash and Brow Serum. And I've been using this, I want to say 6 weeks, easy. I've seen no difference. So I'm going to use it until it's all gone. And I want to say it was about $15. All these products I'll link below, but I want to say this was about $15. I use it on my lashes and in my brows. I haven't experienced any irritation with it, but I've also not seen any difference in my lashes or my brows with it. So let me know if you guys have tried this. The reviews actually online are pretty positive for it, but yeah, I've been using it quite a while. I've seen no difference. So let me know what you guys think if you've tried it. Okay, let's talk about some Amazon finds. So like I've said in lots of videos, we recently moved to a townhouse. We have no yard. So twice a day at least, I get out with my dogs for quite a long walk. And so I do wear sunscreen, but I also like to wear some sort of a hat just for that added protection from the sun. So if my hair is down like this, I will throw on this floppy hat, which my family makes fun of me for. But I can't link this for you guys if you wanted it. My family says it looks ridiculous. I love this hat, but I got it at a farmer's market, so I can't link it, but it's all linen and I just love it. It's so soft. It's this beautiful blush pink color. I love it. If my hair's down, that's what I throw on. But quite often my hair is up. It's in a bun, it's in a pony. I've got the bangs pulled back, something. And so I can't get that hat on. And so on Amazon, I bought a visor and it's perfect for if my hair is partially up and it just Velcros. How cute is that? It doesn't, and I can adjust this, right? I can go down, I can go up. So it doesn't really matter what style of hairdo I've done. I can get this visor on and it's black, so you can see all my makeup in there, but you can't really see it. You know, it's not discolored it anywhere else, right? Which is what I wanted. So, and this was fairly inexpensive and I'm loving it. It's very good quality, durable, and I wear this almost every day when I'm out walking the dogs. And then also from Amazon, I needed a new watch band. And so I found this one and it's so cute. It's pink, like faux leather and tan on the inside. It's super comfortable. It's got the dual little tabs there to hold the bands together. And the metal pieces are rose gold accents. Of course, this was like $20, so none of that's real anything, but it's really comfortable and I've got incredibly tiny wrists. And it fits really well. Again, I will link it down below. I bought the smallest one. I'll put it on so you can see here. But it did come in a bunch of sizes. And again, I have incredibly small wrists, so sometimes it's hard for me to find things. Yeah, so even this, I have it on the second smallest tab and it's, you know, it's not super tight, but there, you can see it on there. Really cute, really happy with that. And then I bought a couple of dresses on Amazon. So I moved to this pretty small town and I think there is a Winners, but I just haven't been out and we're in a heat wave and I'm sweating and I only have a couple of summer dresses. I thought I had more, but I guess it turns out what I had actually was a lot of dressier dresses where I would wear them to the office and stuff, but that's not really what I want here because mostly when I'm outside I'm walking the dogs, like, you know, kind of in the wilderness. So I'll put up little pictures so you can see better, but I did order 2 dresses off Amazon. The first one is kind of like a faux wrap dress and it's quite cute, but it's a little dressier than what I wanted. And so then I ordered another dress. I mean, it's really cute. I'm sure I'll get some use out of it. But I ordered this black dress again, you can't really see, so I'll put a little picture up so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's got these adjustable straps, which I love because I am wider in my hips and super narrow in my shoulders. And so you can see by how I've done these straps, I have them almost as tight as they'll go. Like my upper body is so little, it's so short, but I can't get, like I think I bought this in a small. I think it did come in an extra small, but the extra small, then I wouldn't be able to wear it on my hips. Do you know what I mean? Like my body is not, you know, like most people, not perfect proportions. So anyways, so I love that these straps are adjustable. It's got this cinched waist. This is just pretend, it doesn't actually do anything. It hits quite probably mid-calf for me, and it's got a slit up the side. I love it. It's this really light, thin material, but it's not terribly see-through. And it's so comfy. I just know I'm gonna get a ton of use out of this. And in these hot days, it's perfect for that. So again, I bought a small in both the dresses. Small is typically what I wear. I'm pretty short, but I didn't get petite. They're kind of the normal length. And yeah, I'll link them both below. And I'm loving this black dress. I'm thinking of picking it up in the burgundy and maybe even in the blue, just because it's so easy to throw on with flip-flops and I'm out the door, right? And I love that. Okay, so I've saved for last some PR stuff. So I don't know what went on in July, but I had quite a few companies reach out to me, which is not the norm. I don't typically get a lot of companies reach out, but I did. Some of them were a good fit, some of them were not. So the first company that I received PR, which is just product I didn't pay for, they had no expectation that I would, either of these companies had no expectation that I would even speak about their products, which is kind of what I said to them, right? I said, if you want to send me it, great, I would love to try it. Thank you very much. And if it ends up in a Faves and Fails, it ends up in a Faves and Fails. You know, you sort of take the chance. So they're not paying me to talk about these products, but this first company sent me 5 of their products, and I think you say this, Bao Laboratory. Now, I did look them up. I spent quite a bit of time on their website. It's a Canadian company. It's female owned. I want to say, was she a chemist and she started it? I can't quite remember, but again, I'll link the company and all the products down below. You can buy this stuff at the Bay here in Canada, and it is on the higher price point. Now, again, I have 5 of the products here. If you're interested in this brand, I've been using these products about a month. Not exclusively. I have used them some evenings exclusively, and some evenings I've incorporated certain products into my existing skincare routine. All of the products I am really enjoying, some more than others, but I thought I would talk about a couple of the products that I really love. So the first one that I like is called Ginseng Root Ferment Elixir. Now, what I liked about this was the company was very transparent about what was in the products, and there's no added fluff. So none of this stuff is fragranced or anything like that. They all come in these colored bottles, and this Ferment Elixir is like a watery substance, and I'm really interested in incorporating ferments into my skincare. I see lots of dermatologists and estheticians talk about it. So I can't speak to long term how these things are performing on my skin. Again, I feel like skincare is one of those things you have to use it for months and months and months, but I haven't experienced any irritation from any of the products. And this one I really like because it's light, it's easy to incorporate in, and I had wanted to incorporate some sort of a ferment into my skincare. So I'm really liking that one. I also have this Pro B5 HA Full Spectrum Quenching Serum. That one's been very nice. I also have this Lotus Squalane Healing Facial Oil, which I really like. This is definitely right up my alley. You guys know I always need some sort of healing something because my skin is just so eczema prone. Sorry, I keep showing you things on this hand. That's where I had that IV in my surgery, so it looks terrible. I should switch. But that oil is so nice. Again, no scent, very nice. A couple of products that I like. So this one is called the Midnight Mirage Antioxidant Facial Oil, but it has rose in it, and it's this bright orange color. And so I have unfortunately stained my pillow a little bit with this. So I probably went in with too much. I really love it. It's a true rose scent. So if you like a true rose scent like I do, you would like this, but be careful because it does discolor. I'll show you. I'll put a little bit here on my hand so you can see. It's quite a deep, deep tint to that oil. And it does just, like, my face is orange when I put it on, which again, I put it on at night. I'm going to bed, so it's fine. But it did also stain my pillow a little bit, which sometimes happens with skincare, right? So you can see there how but it's beautiful. It feels so nice. My skin loves it, just sucks it right in. And then the last thing they sent me was their vitamin C, which this vitamin C you're supposed to put on at night. I have used it quite a few times. The only thing is, it has kind of an oniony, garlicky scent. So I'm fine with it because I feel like, great, it's a stinky product, but that means you didn't add a bunch of fragrance in to mask that, right? So I'm fine with that. But if this was a brand you were thinking of trying, just know this vitamin C smells a little bit like onions. So yeah, I'm very excited to have these products. I think the line is fantastic. I've had no irritation. My skin loves everything in here. There's nights I've just gone in, they gave me a little card listing how I should use the products. There's nights I've just gone in with this and my skin in the morning feels very hydrated and nourished and healthy. So I'm loving these products for the most part. There are, you know, a few things I don't love, a few downsides to some of them, but again, they were sent to me. I didn't purchase them. And just so you know, those 4 products, that's about 400, or those 5 products is about $400 worth of stuff. So it's not inexpensive. And then another company reached out to me. I haven't looked up this company as much as I looked into that Bao Laboratories, but this brand is called Hero, and they do these mighty patches. So they sent me a full face and these nose strips, and then they sent me their Clear Collective lotion moisturizer, clearing prebiotic moisturizer, and they sent me their gentle milky cleanser. So I've used this cream, well, you can see, quite a few times. It's a very, very light lotion. Typically for my dry skin, I like more of a heavy duty lotion, but I think this brand is based around acne prone skin, which I don't have. My skin, I rarely get breakouts, right? So I could see that for somebody who's prone to breakouts, they may really, really like this. It says for all skin types, and it's fine, and I have used it, and again, I've had no irritation or anything with it, but I do feel like it's a very, very light lotion. And then I haven't used this all over mighty patch. So these are those colloid, is that how you say that? Where is it? Hydrocolloid patches. So I will truthfully probably pass this on to somebody in my life who maybe has a little bit more acne. I know these patches work. I've seen people use them a ton. This is just a single use full face one. And then this is a 10 pack of the nose strips. So I did use the nose strips once so far. And it's one of those ones where you put it on and then you sleep with it on. And then when you peel it off in the morning, it looks like it's sucked all the guck out of your nose. Like they look kind of bubbly and white. And I don't have a lot of really anything, I don't think, on my nose, but there was definitely stuff in this batch in the morning. It's incredibly sticky, which is nice for nighttime use. So I cleansed, I put it on, I slept with it, I woke up in the morning, I took it off, and there was definitely stuff in there. So if you're more acne prone, maybe this is something you should look into. Maybe it's something you would like. I'm not sure the prices on these. I will list it down below. But again, I've only had these products a few weeks and I haven't really looked into the company that much. So keep that in mind. And again, they did send it to me. I didn't purchase these things, but this product I've used every single night since I got it. So again, it's the Clear Collective Gentle Milky Cleanser. You're supposed to use it morning and night. It's fantastic, you guys. It's so gentle. I use it, I do my double cleanse at night with it, and it easily removes my makeup. So I go in, break down all the makeup with it, rinse, and then I go in just to, make sure there's no residue left. My skin is not dry after. It doesn't feel tight. It feels comfortable, it feels nourished. I am really, really enjoying this product. I love that it comes in a pump. I love that it's a gentle milky cleanser. There's no scent to it. It works really well. So I'll keep using all these products that I was sent, and I'll, get back to you and let you know what I think. But so far, you can see I've used quite a bit of it already, and I'm really enjoying this. Like, enjoying it enough that I would purchase it again. Really enjoying it, and my skin really likes it too, and I've had no irritations. So yeah, there you go. There's my faves and fails. Only really one fail, and I don't know that it's really a fail, but mostly faves for the last couple of months. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch one of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.